So I'm gonna talk about like recycling today and why it's like important. So, by the way, my name is Bobby Moakley, and this is the topic that I picked for today's assignment. So, like the recycling does like a lot, and it gets rid of trash, and it's like really good for the environment, and that's what I'm gonna talk about today. So, go recycling.
This is the police. You're under arrest for crimes against public speaking. You have the right to remain silent, and you should opt to.
What did I do?
Your speech was garbage. Your introduction was so bad, it wasn't even worth being recycled. You didn't introduce your topic clearly, have any attention getters at all, establish your credibility, relate your topic to the audience, or establish your thesis or your main points.
Your speech isn't all there yet, but you're definitely on the right track to having a stronger introduction. With some time and practice, we can get you there, and you can easily deliver a strong and effective introduction.
You really think so?
I don't know, but you're gonna have to go to jail anyways, so hopefully you can post back.
The introduction is one of the most important parts of your speech, and there are so many crucial factors to building a strong speech, but a successful introduction is essential to succeeding. If you could really show us a good introduction, we'll let you go.
What are you in for?
I gave a garbage speech about recycling,
Jeez, don't say it too loudly. You know you could get beat up in here for that?
but I don't even know what to say or like what to do. I don't know how to give a good introduction.
So first of all, you're gonna need an attention getter. People are never gonna listen to you unless you have a great way to grab their attention right at the start.
But I still don't know what to say.
Why don't you use some bold, interesting fact, like 1 out of 5 bottles that's not recycled kills a mermaid?
Don't you mean a manatee?
Yeah, sure, whatever that is.
But I could also just like talk about how recycling saves like 99% of the planet, right?
Sure, that's a great way to start.
So, alright, so how does this sound? Did you know that the average person produces 4 pounds of trash each day? This amounts to 1.5 tons every year. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Bobby, and this is the speech that I picked for this topic. So, everyone knows what recycling is, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go recycling.
It sucked. You're getting better.
You know what you gotta do after you grab the attention of the audience?
No, what?
You gotta hit him with that topic, but like real clear and smooth.
Yeah, it's a transition from the attention getter into the main introduction where you set the rest of your speech.
Wait, so it's like pretty short?
Yeah, just make sure you avoid any confusing technical terms. Audiences hate that.
Right, and they also hate when you dumb it down too much, so watch out for that too.
Alright, so how does this sound for my speech? So, did you know that the average person produces 4 pounds of trash every day, and this amounts to 1.5 tons every year? I'm here to talk to you about how you can mitigate the environmental impacts of waste. Oh, again, this is my name's Bobby, and this is like the topic that I picked for this assignment. And, like, you all know what recycling is, right? Like, go recycling. That was awesome.
That's a word for it, not one I would use.
It
It's a word for it.
sucked, but better than last time, so we still got a lot of work to do.
You're getting there. You just need to make sure you know how to establish your credibility too.
Such incredibility. What do you mean by that?
If you're going to be convincing people to recycle, they need to know you're an expert on it. You can set a good example for them. If you're establishing credibility, your audience will be more inclined to listen to you.
But I do know a lot about recycling through like my major and all my different involvements.
That's perfect. If your audience knows you're an environmentalist and you study this, you'll appear more knowledgeable. Another good way to establish your credibility is through your body movement and your words.
Wait, so all I need to do is just tell people I'm an environmental scientist and they'll believe me?
Yeah.
Alright, here it goes. So, did you know that on average, each person produces 4 pounds of trash each day, and then this amounts to 1.5 tons every year? As an environmental scientist, I'm here to tell you about how you can mitigate your waste through recycling. Now, you all know what recycling is, right? I'm here to talk, that's my topic for today, and yeah, go recycling. Much better.
Boy, we have a long way to go.
One other important thing of the introduction is relaying your topic to the audience. While you may be passionate about recycling, not everyone cares as much as you. You need to give them a reason to start recycling.
Yeah, I agree with him. You got to develop the why. the reason why your topic matters. By combining this with personal and emotional connections to your audience, they might actually be compelled to listen to you.
But how am I supposed to know about what my audience cares about? If they don't already recycle now, why would they start?
Well, it's up to you to make them start to care. Use your knowledge about the recycling so it can help every person in the audience.
Yeah, you could talk about how recycling preserves the world for future generations and even their own children.
So that makes sense. If I find an emotional way to appeal to people, they'll actually start to listen to me.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you connect with them and include emotion in your voice too.
Alright, let me think about this and give it a go. Alright, here we go. So, did you know that the average person produces 4 pounds of waste each day, amounting to an average of 1.5 tons each and every single year? As an environmental scientist, I'm here to talk to you about how you can mitigate environmental impact through your waste management. In fact, waste management isn't only about waste, it's about preserving the environment for the future and for your future generations and grandchildren. So you all know what recycling is already, and like you could probably do it on your own if you want, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. Go recycling.
We're good.
Now let's get into the good stuff. The stuff that makes your introduction meaningful. The thesis.
This is easily the most important part of your introduction. This is what people remember. This is what people walk away with.
Okay, but how do I write a thesis?
A thesis sums up your main ideas into one concise sentence.
Oh, okay, I get that. So I really care about recycling, and you should too.
No, something that is meaningful.
For example, the preamble and the Declaration of Independence. It's a great thesis. We should hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
Oh, okay. I think I get it now. Because through recycling, I've been able to save money, save the environment, and reduce my carbon footprint. So I can just talk about these, right?
Yeah.
Let's get this one more try. So did you know that the average person produces about 4 pounds of trash each day? And this adds up to 1.5 tons every year. As an environmental scientist, I'm here to talk to you today about how you can reduce your environmental impact through waste management. Now, waste management isn't only for saving the environment, it's about preserving it for you, your children, and your future grandchildren. Now, recycling has done so much for me, and I'm going to show you and convince you why you should recycling by talking about how I've saved money, reduced my environmental impact, and reduced my carbon footprint. I'll also talk about composting, recycling, and other ways to manage your waste.
Making me want to recycle now.
Today we are here for the trial of a truly disgusting man, if I dare even call him a man at all. He is accused of giving a terrible introduction to his speech. Now, I believe we have some video evidence of this introduction. If you are faint of heart or of young age, please avert your gaze now.
So I'm gonna talk about like recycling today and why it's like important. So, oh, by the way, my name is Bobby Moakley, and this is the topic that I picked for today's assignment. So, like the recycling does like a lot, and it gets rid of trash, and it's like really good for the environment, and that's what I'm gonna talk about today. So, go recycling.
Truly despicable. Do you admit that was you in the video?
Yes, sir, that was me.
And I find you guilty of crimes against humanity. You'll be sentenced to death by stoning with dictionaries.
But sir, I learned so much while I was in prison. Can I have one chance to defend myself, please?
I'll give you this one chance. Be careful, but if it's not significantly better, your punishment will be worse.
Okay, thank you. Did you know that the average person makes 4 pounds of trash every single day, and that accounts to 1.5 tons every year per person? The obscene amount of waste that we produce has extreme impacts on our environment and health. As an environmental scientist, I'm here to talk to you about how you can mitigate your environmental impact through waste. Not only will this reduce waste, but it will preserve the future for your your children, your grandchildren, and all your future generations. In order to show you how easy it is to do this, I will talk to you about the simple ways to reduce how much you buy, recycle more, and how to compost.
You show remarkable improvement. I shall let you off this one time. If I see you in this courtroom again,
Thank you.
be gone.
Thank you. Well, prison was such a great learning tool.